Well, the boxes are packed, we're ready to go, the house is empty, Mark's on his way. Mark's got a couple of stops on the way through. The first thing he has to do is stop at Conway Beach to pick up our van. We've had that in storage over Christmas. The next thing, I'm flying up to Townsville, so he'll pick me up from Townsville, and then we'll head up to Halifax together. And boy, we've bought the land in Halifax. Unbelievable, can't believe it. Very, very excited for our new adventure. And Mark's on his way. There's lots of flooding up that way at the moment, so I'm going to show you some of the footage of where he's trying to get through, especially Gympie, which obviously went under. It's so hard for people up there. Won't show you a lot of the footage, but we'll certainly be able to show you a few snippets. So hang in there. This is a great adventure that I'm going to show you in this episode, and stay tuned, and thanks for coming along with us. Love you, Bear.
I miss you so much.
And so say all of us, and so say all of us. But he's a jolly good fellow, but he's a jolly good fellow, but he's a jolly good fellow. And so say all of us.
A few houses here that look like they've probably lost everything. On both sides of the road. Both houses have been right underwater by the looks. Actually gurneying the walls of the house. It's a pretty low-lying area. You can see the scale of the mud and the dirt. I'm still here in Gympie. I left the Sunshine Coast at 8:30. It's now 12:42. And still haven't got through Gympie yet, but inching our way. I mean, inching's a key word here. The stench is really bad. I haven't really smelled stagnant water like this before. It's really on the nose. Going to wind the windows up in a minute, but boy, it stinks. Everything here, in this area where I am now, all the buildings must have been underwater. There's just debris everywhere. See those trees, the green on top. Water line got. And you can see the colour of the road here where the water's been over it. And you can see the grey of the water line on the trees. They're brown and then they're green. There must have been 2, maybe 3 metres of water across the road here. Imagine what the houses and things are going to be like. Poor people having to clean up and wouldn't know where to start really. Look at this. Now this was underwater. I was nearly lapping up to the road when I did come through the other day, so the water has retracted a lot here. You couldn't see the sports football club over there, it was underwater. So certainly the water has come up and regressed a lot. Well, stuck here at the roadhouse at Palmerston, just south of Gympie. Caravans, four-wheel drives, trucks everywhere. People even set up camp in the car park. Warnings out. No power, no toilets, nothing working whatsoever. So it's amazing that so many people stopping here, but there's nowhere else to go. Took the kayaks off the DT50, emptied the bags out, absolutely full of water, probably about 60, 70 litres of water in there. Got a drenching and another shower, but that's okay. And just getting a bit anxious now. Well, got on the road again. Heading back into Gympie. It was 17 k's away where I was. Yeah, I'm probably about 5 k's out of Gympie again and come to a grinding halt, but the trucks are back on the road, so that's a good sign. You can see how high the mud and the water came up against the walls of this museum. You can see the trees in the distance as well. easy 8-10 meters.
It was absolutely bucketing down with rain when I left Newcastle Airport. You'll see that from the footage, and if you look closely, you'll also see beside the runway where there are really low-lying areas where Newcastle Airport does flood. When we reached Brisbane, if you look out the window, I tried to get some really good shots of where those low-lying areas were in Brisbane. So you'll see Brisbane was pretty impacted by those floods. Now the next stage of the flight was to change in Brisbane and to head to Townsville. That was a pretty good flight. Townsville was really clear when we landed, no rain at all, and as hot as Hades. It was unbelievably hot. I think it was 38 to 40 degrees. From there, I called a cab to Barbecues Galore. Mark informed me that when he picked up the caravan, that our barbecue, our Ziggy barbecue, had got loads of water in it and it was all rusted out, and he just, at that stage, he just threw the towel in and he said, look honey, I'll pick you up, meet me at Barbecues Galore in Townsville and we'll get a new barbie. Now they were amazing there. They actually sat me down, I had my bags there, and they gave me a nice cuppa and a chocolate. So when I sat in one of their lounges, it was really just like sitting in the lounge at home. They were amazing. So thank you, Barbecues Galore at Townsville. You are champions of customer service. You really, really are. So it was fantastic to get together with Mark. When I saw the caravan pull up in the BT50, the biggest smile just came to my face, and he came in. They gave him a cuppa as well. We got our new Ziggy. We also went to Bunnings there. He got a few other knickknacks, and then we headed up to Halifax. Halifax, where we've bought the property, is in between Townsville and Cairns, but it's probably closer to Townsville. It's about an hour 20, hour and a half drive max. And the container arrived at our property in really good time. ABC Towing bought the container there, and we hired the container through Royal Wolf. So both companies were fantastic to deal with, I must say. Thanks so much for coming along on this adventure with us. If you like what we do, hit the subscribe button. We love having you along this journey with us. We have so much more to show you. We'll be in our van full-time, no residential house, for anything up to 2 to 3 years, maybe beyond. We really don't know. We may have the land, but we certainly don't have a house. We only have our little van to travel in. So thanks very much for joining us, and we'll see you on the next one.